Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. In this video, we'll explore Microsoft Azure AI Foundry. We'll start with a brief overview of Microsoft Azure and its AI services, then understand what Azure AI Foundry is and how it fits into the Azure ecosystem. Finally, we'll perform a simple portal-based lab to create and test our first AI agent using Azure AI Foundry. But before you move on with the session, make sure that you have subscribed to IP Specialist on YouTube and don't forget to hit the bell icon for updates. Before we talk about Azure AI Foundry, it's important to understand the ecosystem it belongs to, Microsoft Azure. Modern AI doesn't run in isolation. It needs scalable computing power, flexible storage, and the ability to process data on demand. Cloud computing makes this possible by allowing organizations to scale resources as needed without managing physical infrastructure. For enterprises, there are additional requirements. AI solutions must be secure, compliant with regulations, and able to integrate smoothly with existing systems and data. Microsoft Azure is a hyperscale cloud platform built to address exactly these needs. It provides global infrastructure, enterprise grade security, and a wide range of services that support real world AI workloads. This Azure Foundation is what enables platforms like Azure AI Foundry to deliver AI at scale. Moving on, Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure is a comprehensive cloud platform rather than a single product. It provides a wide range of cloud services that organizations use to build, deploy, and manage applications at scale. Azure supports core capabilities such as computing, storage, networking, security, data, and analytics, all delivered through a globally distributed infrastructure. These services are designed to work together, allowing enterprises to run workloads securely, integrate with existing systems, and scale as demand changes. Because Azure is built for enterprise use, it also emphasizes security, identity management, and compliance across all services. Within Azure, artificial intelligence is delivered through a dedicated set of services, known collectively as Azure AI. Now that we understand Microsoft Azure at a high level, let's look at how artificial intelligence is delivered within the Azure platform. Azure AI is not a single service. It is a layered portfolio designed to support different AI use cases and levels of complexity. At the foundational level, Azure provides pre-built AI APIs for common scenarios such as vision, speech, and language. These services allow developers to add AI capabilities without building models from scratch. Above that, Azure OpenAI provides access to large language models, including GPT models and embeddings hosted securely within Azure. This layer enables advanced natural language understanding and generation. For organizations that need to build, train, and manage their own models, Azure Machine Learning supports the full machine learning lifecycle, including training, deployment, and MLOps. At the top of this AI stack is Azure AI Foundry. Now, Azure AI Foundry focuses on designing, orchestrating, and evaluating AI agents that operate on top of models and data, enabling more intelligent end to end AI workflows. Now, let's focus on Azure AI Foundry itself. Azure AI Foundry is Microsoft's workspace for building AI agents. It's a single place where you can design, test, deploy, and manage AI agents using models that run on Azure along with your own data. Now, instead of working with one prompt at a time, Azure AI Foundry helps you build AI systems that can follow instructions, use tools, and respond more intelligently across multiple steps. This is especially useful when AI needs to behave consistently or handle more complex tasks. Azure AI Foundry also solves some common challenges team faces when using AI. It helps manage prompts at scale, connects agents to tools or services, and securely ground responses in enterprise data. It also includes built-in testing and tracing so you can see how an agent responds and improve it over time. What makes Azure AI Foundry different from traditional AI tools is its focus on agents and workflows. Traditional AI is often based on single, one time prompts. And Azure AI Foundry supports multi-step stateful agents with built-in evaluation all within a managed and secure studio. In short, Azure AI Foundry makes it easier to move from simple AI experiments to real, production ready AI solutions. Now, without any further delay, let's take a brief survey of the Azure AI Foundry dashboard. Alright, so this is the home dashboard where everything starts. At the center, you can see the main message: create smarter agents with Microsoft Foundry. This highlights the platform's core purpose, helping you design AI agents that automate tasks, integrate with applications, and enhance user experiences. Here you can see create an agent button. This is where you begin building a new AI agent from scratch, choosing models, defining behavior, and adding knowledge sources. Let's also take a quick look at the top navigation bar of Azure AI Foundry. Now, starting from the left, you can see Microsoft Foundry, which takes you back to the main dashboard at any time. And this toggle allows you to create a new Azure AI Foundry project or switch to an existing project. If you click on it, you can see that it allows you to create a new project. Now, projects help you organize your work by grouping models, agents, configurations, and resources in one place. Next, this sparkle icon opens the Foundry Agent Preview, which is an AI powered assistant built directly into Azure AI Foundry. The Foundry agent helps you by answering questions related to your work in the platform. You can either select from predefined prompts or you can type your own questions to get started. Next, the docs. This option gives you quick access to official documentations, tutorials, and reference material, very useful when learning or troubleshooting. Then this megaphone icon. This is used for notifications and announcements, keeping you informed about important platform updates. Then we have the settings icon where you can manage the theme of the dashboard, light or dark, whatever you want. You can also select the preferred language and regional format. Finally, on the right, you'll see your profile icon, which lets you manage your account, switch directories, or sign out. Alright, now let's go back to the main Microsoft Foundry dashboard. If you scroll down, you'll see Explore Models and Capabilities section. This area helps you choose the right AI model for your specific use case. At the top, there is a search bar that allows you to quickly find models based on name or capability. Now below that, you'll see a list of latest models including options like DeepSeek, GPT 5.2 Chat, and other specialized models for chat completion, responses, and text classification. Each model card clearly shows what it's best suited for, whether that's conversational AI, advanced reasoning, or classification task. Now, if you want to explore everything available, you can just click on Go to Full Model Catalog, which provides a comprehensive view of all supported models across Azure AI Foundry. Now, here you'll see Microsoft highlights how you can build transformative AI workflows, including video generation using Sora models available through Azure AI Foundry. This is ideal for creating engaging visual content and next generational AI experiences. Just below this, you will find options to build applications using core templates. These templates help you rapidly create proof of concept AI applications and deploy them into production with minimal effort. On the right, Explore Azure AI Services section allows you to integrate customizable APIs and models into real world market ready applications, making this platform suitable for both experimentation and enterprise deployment. So, overall, this dashboard serves as a central hub where developers, architects, and beginners can move from idea to production using Azure's AI ecosystem. Alright, now let's move forward and explore the Foundry interface and create our first agent. So, over here, click on Create an Agent. Now, over here, you'll be prompted to provide some details. First, you need to give a name to your project. Then you have to select your Azure subscription. We're going to select Pay As You Go. Then over here you can select an existing resource group or create a new one. We're going to create a new resource group and we're going to name it AZ009 and click on OK. Over here you can select your region and just click on Create. This will take a few minutes. So behind the scenes, Foundry is now provisioning Azure resources, but the user experience remains simple. Alright, so this is the URL of your project API. You or any authorized applications can use this endpoint to interact with your project. Then this is the authentication key for project. Any request to the endpoint require this key to verify that you have permission to use the project. You may treat it like your password. Then this is the project region. This shows the Azure region where your project is hosted. Now this button, this is your entry point to start creating agents, workflows, or connecting AI models to your project. Then this new arrival section showcases the most recently added or updated AI resources such as new models, tools, features, or capabilities that have just been introduced for users to explore and use. At the top, you can see the Discover tab. The Discover tab in Azure AI Foundry is where you explore what's possible before you start building. At the top, you'll see featured models for chat, code, and even video generation, helping you quickly identify popular options. You can browse models by providers like Azure, OpenAI, Anthropic, Meta, or Mistral, or even explore curated collections such as enterprise ready Azure models, experimental Foundry labs, or local models for cost and data control. The model leaderboard lets you compare models by quality, safety, performance, and cost, making selection easier. You'll also find integrated tools, solution templates, and Azure Build AI services for speech, vision, language, and translation. In short, the Discover tab helps you choose the right models, tools, and solutions before moving on to building agents. Next, the Build tab helps you build agents. We'll be exploring this shortly and we'll also create a simple agent. Moving on to the Operate tab. Now this tab in the control plane dashboard helps you see how your agents are working in real time. It shows simple numbers like how many agents you have, how many are active, how many tokens they are using, and how successful they are. For example, you can quickly see if an agent is running properly and whether it is completing tasks successfully. You also get easy to read charts. One chart shows how often your agents are running, and another chart shows how successful they are over time. So, overall, the Operate tab helps you monitor performance, spot problems early, and improve your agents. Finally, the Docs tab in Azure AI Foundry is your help center. It gives you step by step guides, quick starts, and examples to help you use the platform correctly. In short, the docs help you understand, fix issues, and make better use of Azure AI Foundry. Alright, now without any further delay, let's quickly move on and create a simple agent. For that, we'll go back to the Build tab. Over here, we'll click on Create an Agent, and we're going to provide a unique name to our agent. We're going to name it IPS Agent 01 and click on Create. This will take a few seconds. So this is the agent editor page in Azure AI Foundry. This is where you configure your agent. At the top you can see select your model. Models are like the brains of the AI. So these are some of the popular models available. You can also browse more models. We'll just stick to GPT 4.1 mini. Alright, moving on. This is the main prompt or instructions for your agent. Think of it as telling the AI how to behave or what role to play. Then we have tools. Here you can add external tools or APIs your agent can use like calculators, search engines, or enterprise systems. Then we have knowledge. Over here you can attach documents, data sets, or knowledge bases so the agent can answer questions using specific content. Then memory. Here you can configure how the agent remembers past conversations or data across sessions. And finally, guardrails. Over here, you can set rules, restrictions, or filters to control the agent's behavior and outputs. And now on the right hand side, this is where you test your agent. In the chat box, you can interact with the agent in real time. And in the YAML or code box, you can view or edit the agent's configuration in structured format. Now in this box called Message the Agent, you can type your questions or prompts to test how your agent responds. So basically, this is where you build customize and test your AI agent before deploying it. You can configure its behavior, add knowledge, connect tools, and then see how it performs in the playground. On the left hand side, you can see some more options available. First is the agent. An agent is your AI assistant. You can think of an agent as a trained digital worker. You tell it how to behave, you can use tools, what it knows, and what rules it must follow. Then comes workflows. Workflows define step by step processes for the AI. For example, first read a document, then call a tool, then summarize the result. Workflows are used when a task needs multiple steps, not just one reply. Next, we have models. Agents use models to think and respond. You choose a model based on quality, cost, and speed. Then, fine tuning. This means training a model with your own examples. You can use this when you want very specific answers or consistent style and tone or domain specific behavior. It is optional and used for advanced customizations. Then, tools. These are the abilities you give to your agent. Tools let the agent do things, not just talk. Knowledge is like some extra information you upload for the agent to use. The agent reads this content to give accurate, grounded answers. Then, data is the raw information used by the system. It can include data sets, logs, files used for training, evaluation, or testing. Data supports knowledge, fine tuning, and evaluations. Then evaluations help you test how good your agent is. You can check accuracy, compare answers, detect errors or hallucinations. This is used to measure quality before publishing. And finally, guardrails. As discussed earlier, this is to keep your agent safe, compliant, and predictable. Alright, now let's create a simple agent. For that, we go back to Agents tab and click on our agent. And over here in the Instructions tab, we're going to provide our instruction. We want our agent to be a helpful Azure AI assistant who answers questions clearly and concisely. Then we're going to click on Save. Alright, so our agent is now live and ready for interaction. Now in this box, we're going to ask, what is Microsoft Azure? Then we're going to ask, what is Azure AI Foundry? It just takes a few seconds to reply. So this validates that our agent is working correctly and responding based on its instructions. Now on the right hand side, you can see the two most important options available, that is preview and publish. In simple terms, they mean test and go live. Preview lets you test the agent before anyone else sees it, and publish makes the agent available for real use. So this small lab demonstrates how Azure AI Foundry simplifies agent creation while remaining fully integrated with Azure. To wrap up, in this video, we started by understanding Azure AI Foundry from a theoretical perspective and how it fits within the broader Microsoft Azure AI ecosystem. We then took a brief tour of the Azure AI Foundry dashboard to get familiar with the interface. And after that, we created a basic AI agent and explored the agent editor in detail to understand its key components and capabilities. This gives you a solid foundation for working with Azure AI Foundry. In future labs, you can build on this by adding knowledge, sources, tools, and evaluations to create more advanced real-world AI agents. That concludes our session for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And also share it with your colleagues or friends who might benefit from this information. If you have any questions or topics that you would like us to cover in the future videos, feel free to leave a comment below. Your feedback is very valuable to us.